Hey, this is John for jmcGarage in the jmcGarage. For this week's jmcGarage video, we are doing a headlight install. Now, I just recently purchased this '05 Toyota Camry for my wife and my daughter. And what I wanted to do in this video, as we are in the last month of summer here in August, pretty much the start of fall, I believe for us, especially here in the inland Northwest, happens in September and continues on in October. In fact, probably the last few weeks of October really start stepping into winter. But before we get there, with the onset of fall coming, we are actually experiencing less and less light. And with my wife leaving for the gym, usually early in the mornings, it's important to have good light. And now that we're coming up into the last month of summer, it's starting to become even dark around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So we're still dark, 4:30, 5 o'clock. So right now, this thing is running incandescent bulbs. These headlights are a halogen-based design. We have the turn signal that is separate, then we have a low beam, and then we have a separate high beam. Now the high beams I'm not changing out today. Today we're going to focus on the low beams. I have the LEDs right there. These are reflector design headlight. Toyota didn't come out with projector style on the Camry or halogen projectors on a Camry until about 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Either it was 07 or 08 when this car got a slight refresh and redesign. Anyway, so before we do that, on the 2005 model, they had this projector style headlight. We're going to be replacing the low beam only. The high beams, the reason why we're not going to be touching those, in fact, I've already did the halogen replacement on the high beams. Put that in the right spot there. I already did the halogen replacement on the high beams, and you may be like, why'd you go back to halogen? Well, for two reasons. Number one, on the '05 Camry, actually it started in '02, it may have been earlier, but at least in '02 to '06, and probably later models, but at least between '02 and '06, the daytime running light, what Toyota did was they provided power to the high beam, but at a lower voltage, I believe almost half the voltage. Instead of the full 12 volts, they stepped it down, I believe, to either 8 or 6 volts. So they actually run it at a lower power or lower voltage rating for the daytime running light, and that's what you see going down the road. If I was to add a LED to the high beam during the daytime running light cycle, it would try and run that LED on a lower voltage when the LED is designed to run at a full 12, and when you try to run those at a lower voltage, they tend to flicker. In fact, you don't know how many times I've seen vehicles like this or others that usually run, and mostly Toyotas, and there's a few others, they usually run the high beam at a lower voltage for their daytime running light, and I see them behind me. I'm like, and I look at my rear view, why is that light, why is their lights flickering? That's because they switched out for the LEDs in the high beams, which are great at full power, but not at the reduced power for a daytime running light, and you see them flicker even during the day. It's quite annoying to see that. I'm sure you guys can attest to that. So that's one of the reasons I decided to stay with the halogen for the high beam. Also, another reason is I believe the halogen in the high beam side, especially the tinted high power blue halogens, actually look good on either side for these reflector housing. So I wanted to stick with that. On this one, for the, of course, the low beam, there's a little bit of fogging on these headlights. I believe these headlights, the lenses had been cleaned once before. They're actually not too bad for the age of the car, but they could probably be polished again, which we may do. The low beam itself has a cover or a little reflector over the tip of it, and what that does, that helps to spread out light a little bit evenly, and so it's not in your face. But you want that light in your face in a high beam. That's why there's no protector over the high beam bulb. So let's kind of go over and show you what we're going to be installing. We're going to be installing the Oxylam LED lights. I went with Oxylam. Now, this is not a sponsored video by Oxylam. I actually went out and bought these off of Amazon. I had a discount and everything else, so I only paid a little over 20 bucks for these lights. But Oxylam is a great company. I've dealt with their lights before. I've done videos with their lights before, and I think they look fantastic in even halogen reflector housing components like this guy here. So I wanted to go with Oxylam. Let me show you what their lights look like, and then we'll get to the install. Of course, they come with a set of gloves. If you want to use those, it comes with the instruction manual. And then let's kind of check these lights out, and then we're going to do a comparison. For example, comparing these to the actual halogen. So this is the Oxylam LED light. You can see it has a chip on one side, a chip on the other, has a built-in fan, and then once I pull out one of the halogens, we're going to compare what this looks like compared to the halogen. So stay with me. I'll be right back. I'm going to pull out one of these halogens. In fact, before I do, let me show you how easy it is to pull out one of these halogens. This is going to be the harder side because we have the battery in the way, we have the fuse box right here in the way, but the light is actually right there, which I have right in my hand. I got to undo the electrical wire, and we may be able to get that. Maybe I can get it out right now without a screwdriver. As far as disconnecting the electrical, I may have to get my screwdriver though. Anyway, it's a little bit difficult with the battery. On the other side, though, there's a lot more room, just not on this side here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my screwdriver for this guy. Anyway, I'll be right back, and then we'll compare the two lights. We'll get these ones installed, and then we'll show you. Oh, I didn't get to show you what they look like. Man, I forgot all about that. Let me do this. All right, let's show you what these look like, or what these lights look like before I put the LEDs in, and then we'll show you the bulb comparison. All right, so I bet you I don't have that bulb in there all the way. Nope, I do not. Figures. Much better. So you can see with the stock halogens, they have a sharp cutoff line right here. Right here, these lights could probably be adjusted, but I'm not going to do that right now. But you can see the sharp cutoff line on the garage door here, and we're going to compare that. So you can see they're halogens, so that the light itself is very yellow. We're going to compare that to what the LEDs look like. So stay with me. We'll be right back. All right, we're back again, and I want you to compare the two lights. Let's go ahead. Let's see if I can mount this somewhere we can compare. Oh, I love that. Let's compare these two lights here. So this right here is the old halogen. It's a Salvania. And then this is the new Oxylam. If you can see, what I love about Oxylam is they give a 1-to-1 ratio. So you see where the filament is right there. And then you compare that to the Oxylam. The LED chip lines right up with the filament. I love that. And then if you look at the base of the light, it's not much bigger, or it's just about the same, maybe a little bit more, because there's a built-in fan versus this halogen. So again, one of the reasons why I love Oxylam lights is they work out so well. They build such a high quality light, and it's basically almost as close as you can, a 1-to-1 comparison to the old halogen. So let me get these installed, and then we'll look to see what these lights look like. All right, we're back again, about to do the trial test to see how these lights look. Now we saw what the before looked like with the halogens. Now let's go see what it looks like now with the LEDs installed, the Oxylams. Oh, I forgot to tell you what size these were. So for the low beams, they are 9005s. I believe the high beams are 9006s. If I remember correctly, or maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, you can look that up. Let's go ahead and turn these on. There we go. Look how much nice and white they are. You can see what I love about Oxylam is they really give that true representation of the LED or the original halogen. You still got the strong cutoff line, so these aren't going to blind people. Again, I can probably maybe adjust these a little bit more, so a little bit more even. But for right now, this looks absolutely amazing, and I'm impressed again with what Oxylam is doing with even halogen reflector housings. So, let me shut these down. Anyway, that is it for this week's JMC Garage video. We installed some headlights in our newly to us 05 Camry, and getting ready for the winter. We'll see what other things we're going to be doing to this car again. Now we got the full headlights installed. We might have to do some other stuff. We're going to look at tires. We'll see what happens. We got some stuff planned for this car. But anyway, we are all set. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thank you guys for tuning in on this JMC Garage video. And make sure you go ahead and hit that bell notification for every time I drop a new video. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Be blessed.